So now to the final of the men's kayak fours over 1,000 meters. Once upon a time, an Olympic boat class, no longer but still exciting. And there, the country is represented in this final, all 8 of them, and so much talent. Time to meet them. Tobias Pascal Schulz. You can see the names on the side of the boat. The big Tom Liebscher in the engine room. Martin Hiller and Felix Frank, the quartet for Germany. Olympic champions, the Germans, in 2016 in Rio, when this boat was an Olympic class, and they were the world champions in 2019. For Sweden, Eric Hedin, Theodor Urban, Anton Andersson and Eric Andersson in the yellow vests of the Sweden. They go out of lane number 2. Next to them, Slovakia, who've been regular achievers, knocking on the door. Peter Geller, Akos Gaskal, Thomas Holka, Daniel Rubanski, world champions in this boat class in 2017, European champions in 2005, 6, 7, 8, and 16 for good measure. Serbia, Milanko Zoric, Mihailo Subotic, Marko Subotic, and also Branko Lagundzic. And Serbia, so far, 4th in the World Championships of 2014, probably their best performance in the K4 Men's 1000. And so too Hungary. Mark Miser, Komabeke, Saba Edosi, and Tamas Edelny. Not necessarily you would think their best crew. That would be lined up for the men's K4 500. But Hungary, Olympic champions way back in this boat class in 2004 in Athens. Then Spain, who are in lane 6 and 7. The Czech Republic in front of you, the Czech Republic, the bronze medalists in Rio, world champions in this boat class in 2014, and European champions in 2013, 14, and 15. Obviously not the same crew. And the outsiders, but great to see them in the lineup. The Armenian crew, who will be closest to you in lane 8. But I suppose, Malcolm, it's fair to say there will be plenty of eyes on this German quartet.
Oh, there will indeed, yeah. They're so well drilled. And look at that. From the front, Tobias Schulz, yes, he's a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller in stature, but the other 3 are big, strong paddlers. And they will undoubtedly use that strength very well, particularly in the middle part of the race.
Yeah, Tom Liebscher sitting behind Tobias Schulz, absolutely key, because he'll pick up the rhythm and really inject the power as the boats come forward to put the bows of the kayak into the electronic IMAS systems boots. And as ever, no point in trying to jump the start. In fact, it can be very disadvantageous, and in fact all the crews have been given a warning for late arrival, so they have been told off for being late for all of you and all of us. But we're here now. Just looking for Armenia in lane 8. Can't see them. And away we go with the Czech Republic making a strong start on the near side.
Well, they did indeed. They really got that first stroke in very well. But this is about the getting it up and going through the gears. And you can see the top of your picture there. There they are, the Germans, looking really strong already. And as you spotted, David, Tom Liebscher, number 2 there. He was a gold medalist in this event when Germany won that way back in 2016. He's a real quality paddler. So they know that, and they'll have that confidence going forward. And they've decided, it looks like, to set their stall out early.
Yeah, and I think that's why they are slightly disconnected over on the far side from the rest of the race pace. You can see in lane 6 Spain, and also right next to them Hungary, who are virtually side by side as we go through into the second quarter of the race.
Yeah, the Spanish look good as well. As I said before, they're very well drilled. They've got a good crew boat system in Spain now, and Cubelos and Peña have been around for a long time in K2 actually, so they really know how to get a crew boat moving. Looking very good, as do the Hungarians at the moment. Hungary still trying to find really a crew that can challenge for Olympic medals once again, but certainly in this race they're right up there.
The interesting thing about the Hungarians is all Hungarian crews have a characteristic of actually increasing the rate in the third quarter. And that's where we are now. 500 meters done. Germany on the far side. And Hungary and Spain, those three crews, by and large, away from the rest. And the medals looking as if it's going to be amongst those crews. And Germany just lifting the rate at the entrance to the third quarter. And they now regaining the advantage.
Yes, really interesting that the Spanish won't be completely aware of the Germans. They're quite a long way over to their left, but the Germans just gradually picking it up, just gradually turning the screw.
Sweden trying to get in. They're just about in fourth place. You can see the bow of their kayak. And next to the Hungarians, you've got the Serbians as well, not entirely out of this. The Slovaks not performing as we might have expected. And 250 meters to go. And you can see what's happening here. Spain and Germany and Hungary. And the real battle is on between Spain, who were ahead momentarily, then lost it, now regained it. And Germany at the moment in silver and Hungary in bronze. And Spain really powering it on. Francisco Cubelos, Roy Rodriguez, and then Pedro Vasquez and Inigo Pena in the back of the boat. And Germany coming back again as we come to the last 100 meters past the big screen. Driving for the line now. 50 meters, 60 meters to go, and Germany get the bow of that black kayak ahead at where it matters most as they come to the line. Germany take the first gold of the European Championships ahead of Spain, and a photo between Serbia and Hungary for the bronze.
Well, a fantastic race, this one. I mean, the Spanish just really tried to give it to the Germans. They picked it up in the third quarter. Normally when the Germans would do that and the Spanish looked confident, but the Germans just found something more. When asked the questions, they could really put themselves under pressure. They dug deeper than anyone else, and they're able just to hold on. But you can see from their faces what it took out of them.
Toby Schultz, Tom Liebscher, and then Martin Hiller and Felix Frank. Well, let's look at this. This was a little bit of a rock and roll between Germany and Spain.
It was, and we've seen that in the Olympic distance of 500 meters over the last season or so. That the Germans in this race got away very, very well, actually. Looked like they would dominate. They were over the far side of the course, outdoing their own thing on their own, and they looked like they were beginning to pull away. But then once we got past halfway, the Spanish picked it up. You could see their stroke rate pick it up once again, and they began to build a lead from the Germans. And it wasn't until about the last 100 meters when the Germans built the momentum, and the likes of Tom Liebscher in seat number 2 just used every ounce of his strength to push that boat along. They kept the timing well, they believed in themselves, and that's what counted in the end.
Yeah, Tom Liebscher was absolutely instrumental in that recapture of the lead there, because he was the one who had the eyes slightly to his right on the Spanish boat. Not easy, because there was a big distance between the two boats, but terrific performance by both crews, and what a start to the afternoon finals.
Yeah, what a race. It is a great race, the K4000 meters. It's a fantastic boat to watch, but also this distance has so much history in it, particularly with the Germans, and it was great to see another classic battle.
It is unofficial at the moment, but I think we've got it right. You can see Hungary just, look at that, 255.748. Serbia, 255.811.